David here from Unqualified Critics. Breaking news on Arcade1up, specifically Arcade1up Pinball. Their CEO, Scott Bachrach, shared fresh insights with another YouTube channel, Family Gamer TV. A third table is confirmed by the CEO to be revealed in the 90 days. Now, we already know about Star Wars Pinball, and we already know about Attack from Mars Pinball, and we know they're working on others. But now we know by May 2020, we will know the next third virtual pinball table. We also now have a confirmed price. The CEO threw this price out many times, and he never once, that I heard, qualified it as tentative. And that is $500 for the virtual pinball. So that's the key news. We also see footage of the Bally Attack from Mars table, and it looks really good. But there's one very significant issue with it. Those score animations that pop up and are layered over the pinball table imagery, those are the kind of design you might have if you were playing virtual pinball on, say, a cell phone. You didn't have room for two displays or even to simulate two displays. But we're talking about a dedicated pinball table that already has a separate DMD in the back box to display score information alongside that long high-def screen that's showing us our gameplay. Now, this is of course a prototype, but come on, Arcade1up, the table view should clearly mimic as closely as possible a physical pinball table. Extra effects like score pop-ups ruin the immersion that you get from a dedicated table and completely defeat the purpose. Please fix this. Let's not let this be part of the final product. And maybe this never was going to be part of the final product and we're just looking at a prototype. So I don't mean to take this too seriously. But if I get this table and it has weird scores showing up where my balls should be rolling around, I'm going to be super salty, so let's not go there.
So haptic feedback means that, like, you feel the knockers. You feel the knockers. You feel the knockers.
Yes, you can feel the knockers, but come on, why spend all the resources to design a dedicated virtual pinball table, but then keep UI elements from console or phone that just don't make any sense here? You're already customizing the UI for that secondary display, that DMD, so this is kind of a weird oversight. But hopefully, again, just a remnant of a prototype, and fingers crossed we won't see this in the final table. And as I said, pricing is now for the first time being clearly communicated on the Arcade1up pinball table at $500. This was talked about at CES at anywhere between $400 and $700, but it sounds like $500 is confirmed. That's how I'm taking this interview. More important to me than the details of the price point are the features. Haptic feedback is being talked about by the CEO, is already in the product and being showcased now on a live prototype. So we're getting haptics, and that's huge. No matter how great this table looks without haptics, I think it'd be hard for a lot of people to pull the trigger and spend $500-600. That's a big win for us. The games lineup, or specifically the tables we're going to get on each of these virtual pinball tables, is not yet confirmed. But we do know the count. The count is 10 tables for Star Wars, and 10 tables are reiterated for the new third mystery table that's going to be announced in a couple months. But Attack from Mars will actually have 10 to 12 tables. And I think that's the first we've heard of any of their pinball offerings having more than 10 tables. So that's cool that they're open to adding more tables where it makes sense. And I would never look down on some extra value.
So the Addams Family will not be in the Williams machine, but we love the Addams Family.
We love Addams Family is, I think, a hint that they're working on or want to be working on that popular Addams Family pinball. We've heard this phrase before. We love pinball, they said like 6 or 12 months ago at a previous show. And the next thing you find out, they were working on pinball all along. And here are some great announcements. So you kind of have to read between the lines with these guys. They can't always say, I think, what they want to say because they don't have everything 100% locked up with licensors. They have to work on licensing in tandem with product development. And their CEO talked about that too. But this is just a good reminder that while it's exciting that we're getting a Bally table, while it's exciting we're getting a Star Wars table, there's a lot more in the future. And if you have a game room, you've got to think ahead and make sure that you've got room for the tables you want. I say that as someone who bought most of the Wave 1 Arcade1up cabinets, and I don't really regret it. But I'll tell you, like many of you, I'm just biding my time a little bit more when these products are announced and making sure I'm only getting the ones that are going to be really up my alley and not necessarily jumping on it just because it's new. It's a good problem to have. They're putting out so many compelling products that you just sort of have to pace yourself. What do you guys think about the virtual pinball table? Do you have any predictions for what that third mystery table might be? I do not. I have no idea, other than I guess it could be Adam's family, but that would be a weird coincidence because the interviewer just randomly threw that out there. But aside from that, I don't know what it is, but I do know that Attack from Mars looks really, really good in this latest prototype form. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and hit like on the video. That helps us, and I appreciate it very much. Talk to you again real soon.